So Drury Lane asked us to make an ad for the Little Shop of Horrors. And being the Little Shop of Horrors, we wanted to do it as puppets. That seemed super fun. Before creating the puppets and the stage, we decided to build it in the computer first to help us plan the shoot a little better. This is our set thus far. We have a floor and or attempt at a floor anyway. We used scrapbook paper, but it had a very small pattern on it. So I was able to put this against the drywall here and then paint, kind of roller on some paper mache paste, paint it on just like real wallpaper. The actual color down these wallpapers are only so big, but I thought the more detail on the wall, the better. So I got this. This will go, eventually this will go here and, you know, come all the way down. We'll paint it white so it looks maybe like a shelf with some shiplap or something like that. So that was just made with, you know, tongue depressors or popsicle sticks, and just sawed off the ends. Okay, so this is our third attempt on the floor. I think this is gonna be the one. Difficult thing is trying to get these checkered patterns, which you wouldn't think was really difficult, but we failed with our paper attempt. Our first attempt was with paper. I thought paper mache would work. I think it should work, which looked okay, but then when it dried, it curled, and we tried flattening it and paper macheing it again on the masonite, and it just wasn't working. So the next and possibly better alternative was to use masking tape, which has kind of a shininess to it anyway, which I really like. But again, and how do you get the checker pattern? So what I'm doing is I've got the entire piece of masonite covered in white tape, and then I'm loosely sticking down a piece of black tape, and then I've gone through and with a ruler and cut the edges where the tile needs to go. And then if I just pull up the square panel that I've created, peel off. And then the beautiful part is that I can use that for the second row. The non-beautiful part is that it will take me a long time, but as they say, anything tedious is worthwhile. Okay, 2 hours later and a major back pain. I'm done. I'm gonna put it in my corner there. Trying to make Audrey 2, our hero. We wanted to do it as a puppet because any kind of incarnation of Little Shop of Horrors, Audrey has been a puppet. And we thought it'd be weird if all of a sudden it was a 3D model that we animated. We made this guy, modeled each of these halves with clay, and then used paper mache on top. These teeth are made out of Sculpey, and baked the Sculpey and hot glued them in there. attempting some detail inside the mouth. That's just hot glue drippings. Hot glued a glove, a gardening glove in here with a tight sock to get the movement of my puppet. In the corner of the stage there, we're gonna drill a hole for the arm to fit in and that the puppeteer can sit underneath the stage here. And I'm thinking it'll work. So we just did our first test with the puppet. A little difficult getting hands in there, but we're just gonna keep on continuing to build out the brush, and we'll hopefully get to some camera framing and some lighting. Moving forward. Lighting was a challenge. We knew we wanted this set at nighttime, but we wanted a lot of color, so we brought in, pretended like there was a neon sign outside and some street light coming in. You know, using the puppet, a puppeteer sat underneath and was able to look at a screen of the puppet. Witch's brew. The vines were a challenge that I wasn't expecting. We ended up using fishing line to pull things forward and then do some fancy tricks like play it backwards in post. We shot everything in slow motion to give it a sense of scale, but ultimately that proved pretty challenging because we had to puppet 3 times faster, knowing that it was going to be slowed down later. So that was basically the process. We had a lot of fun making puppets and miniature sets. Check out the final video. Check it out. See for yourself. See what we did.
Feed me, Seymour!